Three, two, one. Good morning, golfers, and welcome to Finding Fairways here on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY, our YouTube and Facebook pages. Jerry Coyne is Zooming with Fred Altvader, who's at the Memorial in Columbus, Memorial Golf Club, Muirfield Golf Club for the Memorial Tournament, one of the bigger events on the PGA schedule. Fredo, what a beautiful day in Columbus.
Well, thanks, Jerry. Hey, Fred Altvader here reporting live from Muirfield Village Golf Club at the Memorial Tournament. Glad to be back with you, Jerry. How's it going, man?
Man, you're doing way better than I am. I love that golf course. You're there on a Tuesday, so obviously very little crowds. And I'm sure some of the guys are just getting out there trying their practice rounds out.
Yeah, over on the range and over on the chipping greens and the short game area, a lot of guys working over there right now. As you know, this place is so difficult. You got to have your short game in order here. That's what it's all about. Chipping, putting, the greens, a lot of undulation, really fast, usually around 13, 14. You get above the hole on these greens, you're just toast, as you know. And then fairways are fairly tight. Jack always lets the rough grow up. So if you're in the rough, you got very little chance of holding the greens. It's just a tough place to play. It's one of the toughest golf courses I've ever played, Jerry.
There's no doubt. I had the fortune of playing it twice. It's been a long time since I've been out on that golf course, and Nicklaus has made so many changes since I've played it.
The last change was a couple years ago, 2024. He changed 16, and it's really difficult now. When they put the pin clear on that left corner of that green, it's all carryover water. You got to play between the bunker and the pin. You can't really go at the pin there. You leave yourself a 25, 30-foot putt, take your par and move on there.
You know, it's incredible. You mentioned the short game there, Fredo, and man, I don't know if there's another tournament that I've been watching for the last 20 years that has had more amazing chip-ins than this golf tournament. You know, starting with Azinger chipping in from the bunker on 18 to beat his best friend. And there's always going on. So you're right about the short games.
Yeah. So, and then don't forget Tiger's chip in that flop shot off of which we talked about, 16. And he was short-sided, had to get it up in the air, just dropped it and rolled right in the hole. It was that was pretty spectacular as well. Yeah.
After he screwed it up the first time, he muffed it. And then made that chip in for par.
You know, this is a signature event. It's the next to last signature event of the year. Of course, we got the U.S. Open coming up in 2 weeks. This is always kind of a harbinger for the U.S. Open. It's always a couple weeks before that. And guys that win here at Muirfield Village win majors. Past winners here include Patrick Cantley, Jason Day, Tony Finau, Ricky Fowler, Brian Harmon, Billy Horschel, Matt Kuchar, Lowry, Hideki, Justin Rose, Jordan Spieth, and Justin Thomas. So this golf course sets up well for somebody who wants to do well in a major championship, and we've seen that in the past.
Well, it is a major championship. It's a major championship setup. I mean, it's basically Nicklaus's homage to Augusta to begin with. It's so incredibly manicured. You've walked Augusta many, many times. There is definitely a feel of that at Muirfield.
It's not quite as hilly here. It is rolling, but Augusta, as you know, is just so hilly. But this is very rolling. There's a lot of force carries. Jack has the creeks and bunkers in strategic positions, especially around the greens. So you've got to carry the ball. And, you know, Jack always likes to play through the air. So you've got to be able to carry it through the air, drop it onto these greens, Jerry.
Almost every green is elevated, so that's part of the formula. So you were at Jack's press conference this morning. Anything interesting come out of that?
Actually, it's at 2:00.
Okay.
So I'm going right from here over to it. It's always a great time to listen to Jack. He does it once a year. It's always very interesting. And a few of us get to go down afterwards, and we sit with it. It's always fun.
Well, I guess one of the most important questions I can ask you is, do you get into the men's locker room for milkshakes?
Not for this deal, but when we come for the media day, usually a month before, we have luncheon and we can get our chocolate peanut butter milkshakes in the locker room for that. The media, Jack does a really good job, like the Masters. And Jack made a comment this week, actually. He says, you know, in a lot of ways, this tournament's better than the Masters. And I have to agree with that, Jerry. As you know, I have a love-hate relationship with Augusta National. They do a fantastic job. It's a wonderful tournament, but man, they got so many rules. It makes it really difficult to get around there. Plus, it's so hard to walk that golf course. As I get older, walking there becomes a premium.
Any notable dropouts this year? Rory is playing, isn't he? Scheffler's going to be there.
They're ranked course number 1 and number 2. The betting odds, they're number 1 and number 2. Scotty's working on a three-peat. He's won the last 2 years in a row. Rory has not played here since 24, so he's returning. So everybody's hoping for a Rory Scotty finish. But on top of that, we've got Justin Rose is playing great. Matty Fitzpatrick was playing great. You got Cam Young. You got Wyndham Clark coming off a win. So I mean, there's a lot of guys that are quality players, and everybody's here in this field. So this is a pretty big deal.
What's the weather forecast? Is it going to be like this the whole rest of the week? It seems that way.
It's fantastic. This Sunday, they're calling for thunderstorms on Sunday. So that's when we may have an issue. And as you know, this tournament originally, Jack won it over Memorial Day weekend, the last week of May. And we always ran into weather. One year when Tom Watson won, it snowed. Yeah, remember that? It was terrible. Cheap leather stockings has the curse on the place, you know. And so, but moving it to June has really helped. Much better weather. Even though we've had a lot of rain this spring here, course looks in fantastic shape.
Yeah, the short course is always in fantastic shape. But yeah, I was going to mention that no tournament has ever benefited from moving down in the schedule more than Memorial. It seemed like it was a rain out each and every year for 7 or 8 years in a row.
Yeah, it was terrible. And what was really bad was when the President's Cup was here. I want to say that was in September, October, and it rained every day, all day. It was just a muddy mess here, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, of course, we all know the Ryder Cup there, the first time the Americans ever lost on American soil. Dan Pohl still really doesn't like talking about it very much. Fredo, who's the honoree or honorees this year?
David Graham. If you remember, David beat Jack in that PGA. He played like a perfect round. You know, we always talk about Ben Hogan playing perfect rounds. David Graham played a perfect round in that final round that day, and he played with Jack. It was really something to see.
They're about running out of honorees, actually, for the tournament.
Well, they're going to have to drop down to some of the younger guys. They keep getting the older guys. I think you still got a backlog of some of those guys. But yeah, it's great, and they have a luncheon, the Legends Luncheon, about a month before the tournament as well, where they raise a bunch of money for Nationwide Hospital. And so the honoree comes, and we get a chance to talk to him. I wasn't able to make it this year to talk to David, but I've had some great interviews in the past with Greg Norman, Nick Faldo, Ben Crenshaw, on and on and on.
Well, last year they had Barbara.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, again, this is the 50th year. So, I mean, this is a big deal this year. And if you remember back, the first one, 1976, Roger Mulvey bounced it off the iron stake back onto the green to end up getting the win. And then proceeded to get really drunk.
Mulvey's only claim to fame. He's still out there roaming the fairways.
Yep.
I think that's his only PGA Tour win. If it isn't, he's only won one more. But it's a good one to win.
It's always fun to watch Roger walk, and because you know he's just trying to get in 18 so he can get into the bar.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a goal after 18 holes, Fred. They call it they don't call it the 19th hole for nothing.
I was in Inverness for one of the tournaments up there, and Roger was coming in. It was about a 90-degree day. It was one of the senior opens that was held there, and I hollered out to him, "Hey, Roger, you want a beer?" He says, "Oh my God, bring a 6-pack."
Any thoughts on Scotty's had trouble closing the door. Do you have a favorite this week?
I do. We've got some guys. Cam Young is having a phenomenal year. Matty Fitzpatrick that I mentioned. Lucas Alberg is going to get out of his own way one of these days and win one of these things, right? I mean, the guy is just so good, and he just keeps making mistakes down the road, down at the end of tournaments. He's got to figure that out, play a little bit slow or something. So yeah, but you got to go with Scotty and Rory 1 and 2. You can't go against the betters, and they're the best players in the field. So, but there's a great bunch of guys here. So there's 72-man field. There's probably 30 of them that could win, no problem.
It's a small. Oh, that's right. It's a signature event, so there's only a 72, and there's no cut.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Fred
$4
Altvader.
million, $4 million for the winner, $20 million purse. Not a bad little payday.
Is that what they're getting now? $4 million for the winner?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I should have worked on my game more.
It's about what you make in a year.
Yeah, it's close. Fred Altvader, live reporting from Muirfield Golf Club in Columbus, Ohio. Thanks, buddy. This is perfect.
Fairways. Don't forget that, buddy.
You found the 18th fairway at Muirfield. Thanks, Fredo.
All right, Jerry. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after these words from our fine partners on Up North Sports Radio's Finding Fairways, brought to us by BoyneGolf.com. Friends at Boyne Golf, T.R. Hollis joining us, the new marketing director for golf at Boyne. And T.R., it's a busy time to be joining the team over at Boyne Golf.
It is. I dove right into the busiest time of year, and yeah, it's drinking out of the fire hose. Probably should have started a few months ago, but it is beautiful here, and we're starting a peak season, so it's the time to be here.
Yeah, I'm sure that the tee sheets have been really ramping up. In typical fashion, it seems like the last few years, we don't have a spring. We go right from winter into golf season, and it's a good thing.
It is. I know, being a marketing and sales director for tee sheets this packed, it makes my job easy. So I'm blessed.
I just got done taking care of my entry into the Pro-Am for the EPSON Tour. I'm looking forward to coming out and playing at the Highlands on Wednesday, the 17th.
I would say I cannot emphasize the excitement enough around this event and how cool it is to have a professional golf event up here in Northern Michigan. Opportunity to shine a spotlight on this great state or this great area and our amazing courses. So we're pumped to have the Great Lakes Championship here. Yeah, a lot of gals events in the state this whole month of June. I know the LPGA plays down in Grand Rapids and Mount Pleasant. You've got the opportunity to walk side by side with all these great lady players, and you cannot believe I had no idea how good these gals were until I played with them and watching them hitting it 40 yards past me and hitting it, to gimme distance on every green. Yeah, it puts into perspective how talented these athletes really are at that level. It truly is, to your point, you can't understand it until you're really standing there experiencing it. So to your point, that Pro-Am is a can't miss event in my opinion. Yeah, and only $5 suggested donation to come out and see them play, and some VIP packages that are really inexpensive as well that include some food and drinks. Yeah, really, really reasonable. I cannot recommend enough. Just if you've never been to a professional golf event before, or you have and want to see it in a more intimate setting, this is a great opportunity to come out to our beautiful Heather course at the Highlands and see it in real life. I really can't recommend it enough. TR, I know you're just getting your feet wet. I got to imagine that a lot of your prime weekends are already getting gobbled up for 2026. They are. I mean, it is packed. Sales are incredible rounds, and the course truly. I was out there today, and it's already packed. So I have to say, if you're thinking about it, go to BoyneGolf.com and book your tee time, because 2026 is filling fast, and I'm going to be shifting to 2027 soon. I was going to say, I know 2027 is open, so if you have a bigger group and you want a weekend that you can't find this year, you may have to kick it back next year. Or midweek there's nothing wrong with playing midweek golf at Boyne. No, there is not. Luckily it's beautiful here every single day. So midweek or weekend, BoyneGolf.com. There you go. TR Hollis, glad to have you joining us here on Finding Fairways, and we'll be with you again next week. Thanks so much, Jerry.
Imagine your ultimate golf experience. There's a good chance it's Michigan's Magnificent 11. 11 spectacular courses from Boyne Golf, varied in both topography and play. Boyne Golf was named the #1 best golf destination in USA Today Reader's Choice 2025. And the Highlands at Harbor Springs is the #2 golf resort in that same USA Today poll. The ultimate golf experience. That's Michigan's Magnificent 11.
Ian Murphy from the Iron Pig here. We spent a lot of time reinventing our space in downtown Gaylord. How long has it been since you were really excited about a cocktail and dining experience? Visit Prohibition on Main Street in Gaylord. Open 4 to 10 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. The adventure begins as soon as you walk in the door. Magical house-made cocktails, unique and savory small plates you won't find anywhere else. Explore Prohibition.com and seriously shake up your social life.
Grandview Golf Club in Kalkaska has set the standard for the best value golf in northern Michigan. Grandview has all the amazing golf vistas you expect in the pricey resorts without the pricey. Incredible season membership rates and ladies and men's leagues are now forming. Visit GrandviewGolfNorth.com to play your new favorite track. The newly renovated clubhouse with full bar and simulators is open and makes Grandview Golf Club an unforgettable golf experience. Call 231-258-3244 to play today. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Finding Fairways here on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY, our Facebook and YouTube page. Cherry Coin Zooming with Julia Grigg from the University of Arkansas.
Yes,
and sir. now what is it called? Suey Pig? What is that? What do they say?
Pig Suey.
Woo Pig Suey, right. I love it.
Yeah.
And a member of the EPSON Tour, you're going to be playing at Boyne Highlands, the Heathers course, here in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. I'm very excited to go play up there again.
Did you play, what is Firekeepers this week?
We play next week at Firekeepers.
Next week at Firekeepers. Yeah, that's
Sure.
no, you guys, you don't have an event this week because of the U.S. Open, right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
How did you do in qualifying? I know you didn't make it. How far did you advance in qualify? I'm sure you tried to qualify for the Open.
I tried to qualify for the Open. I did not play well. It was between 2 tournament weeks, and it was just went up to go try, and is what it is.
It is what it is.
Fine. Yeah.
You will someday.
Yes.
Yeah. Besides Riviera, who wants to play Riviera?
I know. Goat track out there.
Yeah, $1 billion goat track.
Mm-hmm.
So tell our listeners a little bit about your golf journey.
Yeah, I grew up playing golf. I live on a golf course in Dallas, Brookhaven Country Club, and my dad got me into it, and I just fell in love with it. And then played all through school. Played at Arkansas for 5 years, and then turned pro after my 5th year and made it on the EPSON Tour, and this is my 2nd year on the EPSON Tour now. So
very, very good. So Did you play in this event last year at the Highlands?
Yes, sir. I did.
Okay. What'd you think of the golf course?
I loved it. It's probably my favorite tournament just because you're staying right there on the property and can walk everywhere. My whole family came to hang out for the week. So really great golf course and just great environment, and it's so pretty, unlike anything we have in Texas. So
yeah, there's a lot of people from Dallas. They have nonstop flights from Dallas to Traverse City because so many people come up here and play golf. You had to play in a very hot, competed environment in high school. I know there's so many PGA Tour players that live in Dallas, and obviously Texas golf, and the whole SEC is very competitive.
Yeah, very competitive. We had my freshman year of high school, all 5 of us went Division I.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you win a state title in
We won
Texas?
State that year, I think by 67 shots. I don't think we had a single over par score.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Where was the state finals at? Was it on one of the great golf courses down there or not?
No, it was, I think, in Killeen, Texas. I don't remember what golf course it was at, but yeah, I went to Prestonwood Christian Academy, so we're not UIL. We were TAPS, and just great year for the program.
Obviously,
so.
yeah, 67.
Yeah.
So, did you ideally want to go to Texas or do you like the program at Arkansas? I know Texas golf is, a lot of people hold that in very high reverence.
My family, we don't really have like a school we're like loyal to, because my mom went to Florida State and she's from Florida, and my dad went to Texas Tech, and they just we never really had a team that we rooted for that much. So when I was trying to pick a school, it was whatever I liked the best. There was no loyalties involved.
You played great competition in your 5 years there, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Any tournament wins in college?
No, came close, but no wins in college. I think we won several times as a team in college.
Right.
So, yeah.
Was John Daly's son there at all when you were there?
Yes, I think he was there 2 years I was there, I believe. So,
yeah, you guys are somewhat in the same age. Yeah. So, I know that he's turned into a pretty good golfer.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
Same swing as his dad.
I know.
So speaking of your golf game, your dad, I'm sure originally Julia taught you how to play the game. Yes. Have you had a number of teachers since then, or just one? How did that work out for instruction for you?
I had my first teacher when I started at 4. So from 4 to 11, I had a lady named Mary Lou Crocker. She played on the LPGA. And she kind of got me really into golf and playing tournaments and stuff. And then from 11 years old to now, I've had the same coach, Joey Anders. Okay. So he's a second father. I see him every day. So.
But there you go. Yeah. And as you break down your game, what is your biggest strength? What are you trying to get better at?
I think my biggest strength, I hit the ball really straight. And I'm a pretty good iron player. I'm working on just converting more putts, trying to get a few more of those 7 to 15 footers to drop.
Okay.
And then really trying to dial in my wedge game.
Well, you got to get up and in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference everywhere. Make it more putt. If you're a fantastic putter, that helps. I mean, but I'm sure you've seen it all your life. The best players, they never make bogeys. Yeah. They miss the green.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your second year on the EPSON. Where did you finish last year?
I finished 35th on the points list.
Okay.
And then went to stage 3, played not great, but all in due time. And then this year I've had a good start to the year. I think I'm ranked 16th.
Okay. What is it? The top 10 get automatic promotion?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gal that we played with last year did not have a great season until very end. Leah John. Mm-hmm. Then she ended up winning. She played with us in the Pro-Am, and then she won the 4 wins and actually made it through Q School. So yeah. So that was exciting. What do you like best about competitive golf? And I know when I was talking to Leah last year, the travel is probably the worst part, isn't it?
I enjoy seeing new places and going to different golf courses. It does take a toll when you're on the road for a month, 2 months in a row.
Right.
I'd say my favorite part of competitive golf, it's a pretty good job to play golf all day. I guess we do get to travel and see some great spots and places. Like, I didn't even know Harbor Springs existed before last year.
It's a great town. Yeah.
Like that area. and just hanging out with friends. I take my dog most places with me. She travels with me, so getting to let her see more of the world and just hang out with her. And
what's your dog's name?
Dottie.
Dottie?
Yes.
Like Dottie Pepper?
She's named after Dottie Pepper.
By any chance, have you ever met Dottie?
I have not, no.
Okay, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She'd love you. Do you have a full-time caddy that travels with you as well, or do you? Okay.
Yes, I hired him last April, and we've been together ever since. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes it helpful somewhat too, doesn't it?
He's great. He leads me around the golf course.
So yeah, I mean, it's a very unique relationship, and especially it's a little different, because it's a guy and a gal, and sometimes that gets complicated. Sometimes it doesn't. He's just a golf nut. You're a golf nut, and you're trying to pick the right club at the right time. Yeah,
he's really good at what he does and keeping me calm, talking to me when I need it, and we've been good friends as well, other than player caddy relationships. So it works out. We just have fun together and goof off out there on the golf course. So.
Well, Julia, I don't know if we'll be paired together or not in the Pro-Am on Wednesday. Either way, I'll hunt you down and say hello. Good luck next week at Firekeepers down in Battle Creek. You get to rack up some points, and you could win a lot of money on the Great Lakes Championship. You're going to play all 3 events. You're going to play.
I will.
Okay. Yeah. So you played up at the Island Resort. That's a nice course as well in the Upper Peninsula. Had you even heard of the Upper Peninsula before?
I had not.
You Texans, you think Texas is it?
I think I played one tournament up in Michigan my whole life, and then it was nice to spend 3 weeks up there last year, and I'm excited to do it again. So
yeah. Well, it really beats the heat. I know it's hot in Texas right now.
It is.
Julia Grigg from the EPSON Tour, thanks so much for joining us on Finding Fairways, and I look forward to meeting you in person and watching you make some more putts.
Yes, for sure. Please.
All right. Take care, young lady.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. We will be back after these words from our fine partners on Up North Sports Radio's Finding Fairways, brought to us by BoyneGolf.com.
Twin Birch Golf Club in Kalkaska is preparing for a spectacular golf season, and you should too. The Twin Birch Clubhouse restaurant has quickly become a local favorite, with a lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch menu full of classic favorites, made with the freshest ingredients. See all the affordable membership options at twinbirchgolf.com, or save even more when you purchase Twin Birch Golf at qdealsmi.com. qdealsmi.com. See one of Northern Michigan's greatest golf values at twinbirchgolf.com.
Quit wasting time putting around and meet us at Wild Bluff Golf Course in Brimley, Michigan. Wild Bluff is a championship golf course with breathtaking views overlooking Lake Superior, with a full-length driving range, chipping area, and large putting green. Visit our fully stocked pro shop for featured golf apparel and equipment, or come to the loft to wine and dine like a pro. Like us on Facebook or visit baymillscasinos.com for more information. Your fairway to heaven starts here.
Who knew? Fresh air is a destination. Breathe in the glacial carved canvas of northern Michigan's finest golf courses and have your breath taken away by scenic vistas from tee to green. The perfect place to perfect your game in more ways than one. The waves, woods, and wonder of Bel Air. Escape every day. Discover the magic of 90 holes at one resort. Shanty Creek Resort in Bel Air and online at shantycreek.com.
Three, two, one. Welcome back to Finding Fairways here on Up North Sports Radio, brought to us by BoyneGolf.com. Jerry Coyne zooming with Mitch Dunn, one of the owners of Grandview Golf in Kalkaska. Mitch, man, the course looks great. I was out there on Monday. You guys are super busy, and looks like we're going to have an epic season of golf at Grandview.
Yes, season is definitely in full swing. Um, Busy every day now. We're super excited. Not only is the golf picking up, so is the restaurant stuff, especially in northern Michigan, at least for the next 100 days for sure. Just released our new summer menu, along with we still hold the $45 Monday and Tuesday specials for golf, and it's all very positive, and yes, we're in peak season now. So
Monday and Tuesday it's $45 with cart to play. Yeah.
Yes, 18 with the card, and that is going to be the same price until Labor Day. So
okay.
Yes.
As we move past Memorial Day, what is the weekend rate now at Grandview?
Grandview itself is trying to adapt to a dynamic pricing, but we base rate at $79, and that's
Okay.
18 with the card as well.
Yeah, but you all of that is available online now, right? Your tee
Yes.
sheet is available, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you move it a little later on in the day, you can find a little bit of a lower price.
Yes, we still run the hot deals through your Golf Now apps. We still run Twilight deals, everything like that. Yes.
Talk about the restaurant. When we were having these conversations last year, it was a slow go. Now it's open. The Sims are open. Obviously, the Sims probably not getting as much play as you'd like with the course open, but and a new summer menu. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so like as we've grown the restaurant, we've also grown with our cooking staff, and that just means you can do more menu items just like every business. So we have phenomenal wraps, we have great burgers, we have awesome chicken sandwiches, we have amazing salads. We can really do anything a customer wants to put together. We're not a restaurant to say no to any sort of special request, but I for a golfing standpoint, the menu fulfills any sort of craving either on the turn or when you're done. I mean, we can pretty much do anything.
And we're saying this part of this conversation for like larger groups. So if you want to have 25 guys or gals or a mix, some kind of a bachelor party thing, then if you reach out to Mitch and the staff, they'll put something together for you, like a luau.
Absolutely. Yes, we love the bigger groups. We have a ton of our percentage of our business is groups. We can do in-house smoked briskets, pulled pork. We can cater pretty much any size of event that anybody would plan for us. So
and Mitch means that sincerely, folks, because he's having his wedding out there.
Yes.
Yes. Later on this year. So and that all that food's going to come out of that beautiful brand new kitchen. So challenge the staff to come up with some wacky ideas. And and if you haven't played Grandview, you should go back to see last year. And Mitch, we had such a good time playing out there with your brother and filming the golf course, and the reactions to two of the guys that we played with had never played the golf course before. And man, the amount of changes and the overall better presentation of the golf course. I know, folks, this is a hardworking guy. I wanted to do this interview yesterday. Guys, no, I'm taking delivery of fertilizer.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But that just stands in to represent how much better shape the golf course is in than just last year.
Yes. Yes. I feel like we've reiterated this to you guys a lot as you've come to help us grow our business. It's just the staff really cares, and I feel like I'm blessed and lucky in that scenario that I do have a lot of people around me that care of the presentation through and through. And I've even been lucky in the restaurant portion. I added Missy McCormick. She's my food and beverage manager, and she is just as good as any of my grounds assistants. I mean, they care through and through, presentation from the food to the drinks to the atmosphere, everything. And I've been blessed in that scenario.
Well, a lot of people talk about, a family business, but yours is truly a family business. You and your twin brother are the GMs. I see your dad there all the time. He gets on the tractor. Your mother-in-law's behind the counter. I mean, the last time I played out there, I'm playing with this guy, and he goes walking halfway across the fairway to pick up a gum wrapper because, I don't like this golf course. I don't like it when people dump their trash on my golf course. I'm like, okay.
Yes. Very, very, very fortunate. I can't reiterate that enough. It started with, I always thought that I had to do everything myself. And when you surround yourself with good people, it makes the work that much easier, but it also presents itself in the course through and through. So
yeah, speaking of the course, and like I said, I want to come out in the next few weeks, and we're going to film some of the holes. But as we talk here on the show, and especially on the radio, talk about a couple of the holes that really people come back to you. Like obviously, number 10 is a fantastic looking golf hole, but you get and maybe that's probably the signature hole, but you got 5 or 6 great golf holes.
Yeah, I think, and me and my brother talk about this all the time. I think what makes Grandview stand out is yes, we do have some very scenic holes and things that we're in around true Michigan golf. That's
right.
One of the things that make us stick out. But the other one is the track itself. For any caliber of golfer, it's a fun place to play because there are so many different designs in each hole. You have shorter par 4s that you can either try to drive and you have your elevated par 3s that kind of, in your mind, you're battling club selections and things like that. It's a very, very, very fun course for guys to come out and be able to play and post a score that might only get to play on the weekends. It's not going to eat you alive, but it's not easy either. And I think that's what makes Grandview stand out.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like the first hole is about as benign as you could possibly imagine, and you're like, oh, okay. Well, I see that. This is kind of like one of these. Not to denigrate a lot of other Northern Michigan golf courses, and then boom, number 2, a long downhill par 5, pretty narrow, and then you're like, oh, I probably misjudged this, and by the time you get to 18, like the last few holes coming through the woods back up to the clubhouse, and you're like, wow, I got to tell my friends about this golf course because it's just, I hate to say this, I heard it yesterday, it's a hidden gem, but Grandview Golf is just more and more people are discovering what a great value this is. As you said, tremendous Northern Michigan views that you pay way more for at the resort courses.
Yes, absolutely. I believe being friendly in the price. I would, and I think we talked about this sometime last year, but I would rather somebody get the experience to play us 3 or 4 times than just once because it's out of their price range. I'm pretty committed to that scenario.
No, there's you and a couple other golf course owners that I deal with are in the same boat. Like I can't imagine us going into the $100 range, and
No.
and that kudos to you guys because it's not cheap to run the golf course. That's for sure.
No, I'm pretty comfortable with the price point that we're at now. We raised a little bit from last year, but I foresee us being at the same price range for the foreseeable future. I'm very comfortable with where we're at right now.
All right, Mitch, how do people make reservations or get a hold of you guys to book one of those big groups we're talking about?
Yep. So always go to grandviewgolfnorth.com. We just redid our website. It's brand new. The only thing that is not updated on there right now, and it will be, is the summer menu. And then always call the pro shop. I'm a huge fan of calling pro shops, especially mom and pop owned. We're 258-3244. It's the easiest number to remember. And then also we're just Grandview Golf Course on Facebook, and you can book tee times on all of those online platforms.
Yeah, at Golf Now and that. Mitch, I will see you out there soon at Grandview Golf Course. Thank you, bud.
Yes, thank you, sir.
All right, we'll be back after these words from our fine partners on Up North Sports Radio's Finding Fairways, brought to us by Bay Mills Resort Casino and Wild Bluffs Golf Course. All right, it's time to start our tutorial of Wild Bluff Golf Course at Brimley, Michigan. As you know, I was up there last week, and Matt Phipps and I, head PGA professional at Wild Bluff, videotaped each hole at the golf course you need to get to know better. Just over the bridge, 30 minutes across the Mighty Mac to play one of the best golf courses in the state. Nobody has better views, especially of Lake Superior. So it's a worthy play. And here is hole number 1.
All right, so head professional Matt Phipps here at hole 1 on Wild Bluff Golf Course. Gonna hit. We got a little hybrid there, huh?
I do. Yep, a little 200-yard shot's what I usually try to pop down there. Should leave a wedge into the green.
No pressure, Matt. This is not CBS. That'll make the corner.
Yeah, a little bit farther out than we wanted, but that'll play.
It should leave an easy pitch into the green.
It should.
So, Matt, this got knocked down a bit by the wind.
It did, a little bit right. It's the fairway, but not too troublesome. Still 95
what do we got
to the
what do we have to the green?
95 to the pin.
Okay. Tucked in the right corner here. I see you got a little backstop, so you got a couple places you can. What do you want to go long?
If you see that spine just to the left of the pin, you do not want to be left of that.
No.
That pin is to the right, and long is absolutely no good.
I was going to say, but longer than the flag should bring it back off that
It
spine
should,
a little
yes,
bit.
Yes, I'm trying to hit it anywhere on the right side of the green's pretty good shot here.
Short side down in that right valley doesn't look like any fun either.
No, it's a grass bunker. You can play out of it, but it is not very fun.
All right. That's going to be in the grass, short of the grass bunker. Oh, got it on there.
Just barely.
All right. Matt's opening up the right way. 18-footer, a little uphill for birdie.
Yep, we'll take this.
Yeah, we will. Turn.
All right.
Okay.
Can we
How many years you been here, Matt?
Can we quit now? Just to tell everybody I was one under.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Off to number 2.
Off
Let's.
to number
What's
2.
the course record?
It's 65 from the Canadian Tour event.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Sometimes you need that birdie on one for the upcoming.
Matt's on his
here.
way.
Imagine your ultimate golf experience. There's a good chance it's Michigan's Magnificent 11. 11 spectacular courses from Boyne Golf, varied in both topography and play. Boyne Golf was named the #1 best golf destination in USA Today Reader's Choice 2025. And the Highlands at Harbor Springs is the #2 golf resort in that same USA Today poll. The ultimate golf experience. That's Michigan's Magnificent 11.
Ian Murphy from the Iron Pig here. We spent a lot of time reinventing our space in downtown Gaylord. How long has it been since you were really excited about a cocktail and dining experience? Visit Prohibition on Main Street in Gaylord. Open 4 to 10 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. The adventure begins as soon as you walk in the door. Magical house-made cocktails, unique and savory small plates you won't find anywhere else. Explore Prohibition.com and seriously shake up your social life.
Who knew? Fresh air is a destination. Breathe in the glacial carved canvas of northern Michigan's finest golf courses and have your breath taken away by scenic vistas from tee to green. The perfect place to perfect your game in more ways than one. The waves, woods, and wonder of Bel Air. Escape every day. Discover the magic of 90 holes at one resort. Shanty Creek Resort in Bel Air and online at shantycreek.com.
Welcome back to Finding Fairways here on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY. Sherry Coyne zooming with Don Holinsky. Don, that looks like, is that the Loop?
No, it's Forest Dunes out here on the back patio.
Oh, okay. It's a weird angle.
Yeah,
usually
you'd be looking over at the putting green and kind of the number one tee box over there.
So. Oh, I got you. Okay, you're over on that side. Normally,
got to get the sun coming on me here a little bit. So
normally when we do this, we do it on the patio so you can see 18 and 9 coming in together. One of the great views in northern Michigan for sure. But happy golf season. Good to check in with you, Don. If you didn't know, was a longtime member of our hosting staff here. But as things got so busy at Forest Dunes and now the Loop, he had to step away. We miss you, bud.
I miss it too. It's always great talking golf, and especially with all the great golf we have up here in northern Michigan.
So talk about Forest Dunes. What's been happening? I'm sure you guys have been really busy.
Well, the season kind of got off to a slow start a little bit, as I'm sure it did with most of our other cohorts here, as the weather really took to last week before it started to get to that Chamber of Commerce, beautiful northern Michigan summers that we're used to. So, but things are greening up, and business is taking a turn for us, and really picked up here these last few weekends. As you know, we are a destination resort, so people coming from all over. So a lot of folks had their trips planned, and those folks were here. Some of the more locals probably were holding off until it warms up a little bit more, but we did open April 30th and have been open for a full month now, and things are going great.
Talk about that. Advanced bookings have been strong for the last few years. What does it look like for our golfers down the line to come up with a group?
If you're looking to come up with a group on a weekend, it's going to be tough to find a hole, but there are holes out there. Whether it's just got to be the right combination of nights and depend on how much golf you're looking to play. Sunday through Wednesdays we would have a lot more probability for availability for your group. And when I'm talking a group, I'm saying anywhere of eight or more. Foursomes that we'd be able to get you in probably, but 8 or more. Again, depends on how many nights you're looking, but we're already booking for 27 and have quite a few rounds, and those bigger groups that want to be in the close accommodations to each other, some of those cottages and things that we have, the groups of 24 to 40, they're booking that 1 to 2 years in advance for us.
Right. No, I've heard that in a lot of destination golf resorts. I know that Bandon Dunes is totally sold out, 427 now. So the more and more people craving that great golf experience. I know they're going to get that with Forest Dunes and the Loop. So that was the other question I had. So the lodging on site got to be pretty difficult, especially on weekends this year. Is that just sold out? Is that a no-go?
I mean, it's not totally sold out. And again, you may have, it may be Friday only or Saturday only.
Okay.
You may not have a 2-night or 3-night, which you may, be looking for. So, I would say give us a call. Don't assume that we don't have any availability. But obviously weekends, when it comes to July and August in particular, those are 2 busy months. So it's a little bit less there, but we have added within each of the last 2 years, we've added a large accommodation, a high-end accommodation that's real close to the clubhouse here. Last year, we added the Red Hawk Cottage, which sleeps 8. And just within the last 14 days here, we've opened a our largest accommodation yet that sleeps 12, 2-story walkout right on the lake called the Raven Cottage. Very high-end, beautiful facility. And those two kind of have a very similar footprint to them. The one is obviously a lot bigger with a walkout, but those two are right next to each other, right on the water, right across from the villas. So a great thing to pair up with some of those other cottages that are right there around the lake, or the villas as well, if you've got large groups looking for a place to gather, stay in close proximity to each other, and then also gather at night, fire pits, grilling out, things like that.
Yeah, and of course, I don't want to bypass the bootlegger, especially those the groups that are staying on property. They can play. How late is the bootlegger open at night now, Don?
I mean, people are squeezing in any last little bit of daylight they can. In fact, we have to push the restaurant hours back even further this time of the year, just because people are, whether it's on the big courses or the bootlegger, trying to get as many holes in as you can. And with the bootlegger being kind of a daily rate, all you can play, people are going back out. Well, we can get 2 more in. We can get a few more in, and maybe even a little bit after dusk, they're out there still. But that's was a great addition and has really taken off for us. We've got some brand new mats. So you hit off mats out there, it would be a bunch of divots if we didn't. But that has really taken off, and it's great seeing groups of 12 hooting and hollering out there, and just having a blast. Again, there's 16 speakers playing music. A lot of people are playing barefoot, 2-3 clubs, putter.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Putter
and a couple of wedges. Yep. And that whole scene out there with the outdoor bar, the veranda, and everything, it's a hub of activity, no doubt about it. It's one thing, Don, that we haven't talked about in a while out there at Forest Dunes is the tremendous practice facility and the putting course. It is a pure PGA style driving range. If you're only going to play 18 holes one day, you could easily spend 2, 3, 4 hours working on your game out on the ranges, the chipping greens, and then the putting course.
Yes, our practice facility is probably up there with anybody's in the state. Plenty of room, plenty of greens to take aim at, a separate short chipping area. It's obviously all included with your stay use of the practice facility. So you're able to get in some work, warm-up work before your round. If you need to hone some things after your round, feel free to head back out. And then we're fortunate enough as well to have basically a 2-acre putting green that is an 18-hole putting course. We call it the Hilltop. It's kind of there to the left-hand side of the practice facility. It was originally part of the original Forest Dunes development when it was meant to be a private gated community, and it was going to be a way for grandparents to introduce their grandkids to the game and just have an amenity for the residents. Well, the usage back in those days wasn't conducive for the cost to maintain it, so they let it go. And once we became kind of that destination under Lou Thompson's ownership, he decided to bring it back, and we did. And it's just another amenity. We're golf centric. There's no pool, there's no spa. We've got 3 championship courses, the bootlegger, and the Hilltop putting course as well, along with our practice facility. So golf, it's all about golf here, and the opportunity to enjoy the game with the people you're with.
Yeah, and then of course, the news came out, what was it, late 2024 or 2025, when the planned addition of a private course called Skyfall that Gil Hands is going to build. I know that memberships are open for that. Talk about that for a minute.
So we have been continuing the process here of building a membership for that. A lot of inquiries. Obviously, the name Gil Hance is up there on the Mount Rushmore of current golf architects, and is highly sought after for renovation work on some of the most revered courses
boy, he's
in
been
the
a
country.
busy boy. He's a busy man, no doubt about it.
And he has done a routing for us. It is meant to be a private club that would have more of a national type membership for it. It would be located on the north end of our property and span the entire width. We have about 1,600 acres. It would span the entire width of that, going west to east, which would take you from the northern corner, most outreaches of the loop, to the northeastern corner, which would be number 14 green of the Forest Dunes course. And that will begin clearing here some at the end of this summer, hopefully shaping next year. But a lot of these things, especially when you're talking with a membership drive, take some time to come to fruition. And so hopefully we can get some trees cleared here in the fall, and that'll spark a little bit more. We've had great interest in it. Many people already signed up for it. And then Gil's timing of his schedule factors into all that as well. And so hopefully we'll be having something, and there will be resort play that is available for play on Skyfall. You would need to meet a criteria of staying a certain number of nights and playing a certain number of rounds that would qualify you to be able to play in that select rounds on whether it's a daily basis or a weekly basis. But resort play, non-membership play is part of the program for Skyfall.
Yeah, potential, exactly. And it has its own website, right, Don?
Skyfallgolf.com, correct.
Yeah, so if you want to check that out, it's the basic routing is on there. There's some information about membership and who you contact. Yeah, Tom and Rich have a prior relationship with Gil, and it's I know it was talked about for a long time that was the best piece of property out there. I know originally Ben Crenshaw looked at doing some work from the original deal out there, and the routing looks fantastic. Gil's feedback on when he first worked on the routing and everything else said it's going to be one of the best pieces of property he's ever built on. So, I mean, a lot of focus is going to be on this build out. So you can get in on the ground floor by being a member if you go to skyfallgolf.com. And of course, Forest Dunes. Is it just forestdunes.com?
Forestdunesgolf.com.
Yeah, forestdunesgolf.com. And Don, one last thing before I let you go, because every time I come out there, it seems like more and more merchandise and gear. You guys are really getting some great logoed work. I don't think anybody ever plays out there without buying something.
No, the logo says itself. It's a great honor to see people wearing the Forest Dunes logo or the Loop logo, and whether you're in an airport in California or Florida, somebody sees the logo and recognizes it and says they've played there. And our merchandising team does a great job in filling that golf shop with the latest and greatest brands that are out there and styles. And the nice thing is everybody wants to rep that logo as well. So we're proud of it. And there's a lot in the shop to come take advantage of if you're looking for some new stuff.
Don Alinsky from Forest Dunes, I want to thank you for joining us here on Finding Fairways, and I'll see you out there super soon.
I appreciate the time, Jerry.
All right. As we like to say here on Finding Fairways, find a fairway of your own, stick a peg in the ground, pound it down the middle at number 1 on the loop. We'll be back with you here next week on Up North Sports Radio's Finding Fairways, brought to us by BoyneGolf.com.